Hello and welcome to a new edition of Today's Youth. I greet you and happy Eid to you and to your family in this special occasion. We have the pleasure to have with us today our guest, Aya Sharif, marketing specialist. Hello.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you so much. Happy Eid to you and to your family. Thank you so much. Since we are in the feast, we would like, of course, to speak about the feast and the marketing during the feast. It's a season for marketing and what you do in your company. First, we'd like to say that you are a founder of a marketing company. So, and you do social media marketing, production, and media strategy. So tell us about this, please.
Yeah, absolutely. I started my company around 3 years ago almost in Egypt. It's been amazing. We mainly do like strategy, and we work with a lot of different brands, mainly like hotels and restaurants and things in that space. So it involves A to Z, you know, from taking the photos and the videos to the strategy to writing the content to posting.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes. It's really been an amazing experience to work on.
Yes. So you studied in the U.S. For 2 years there.
I studied there for 4 years of university.
4 years of the university. Yes.
Yes. And
yes.
And
in Michigan.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
In Michigan. Yes. Tell me about this experience, please.
It was very interesting. So I had lived in the United Arab Emirates and I lived in the US and of course in Egypt. So it was interesting to get my studies there and see how they have different approaches to marketing, different approaches to public relations in general. And it was a good life experience in general.
What attracted you to this field?
Ever since I was young, I've loved marketing. My parents have always had this creative brain, and my dad has worked in sales and marketing before. So I kind of grew up around marketing. So when it was time to pick a career, it was really a no-brainer for me.
Yes, yes, of course. So now we are during the feast. So tell me, how do you prepare before the feast starts? This is a season for marketing. So and for advertisement and commercials. So tell me about this, please.
Yes, well, every industry has its seasons in Egypt. Egypt is blessed with many marketing seasons, from winter to Ramadan to, of course, summer and Eid. Eid has coincided with the beginning of summer and sort of the end of spring for many, many years now. And it's kind of its separate season where we're promoting going to Sahel, we're promoting going to off to the coast, the beach, enjoying an ice cold drink. So it's really a great season for those
and also marketing for the events that takes place in summer, during the summer season.
Absolutely, yes. And a lot of clients end up having events on the days of Eid. So today and tomorrow and after tomorrow, you'll find a lot of events of restaurants.
So during the summer, there are lots of events in comparison to the winter, of course.
Really, it kicks off right after Ramadan ends. That's considered the beginning of the season.
The concerts and the singers and the events that takes place there. So during the winter, what are the kind of marketing, advertising or marketing for conferences or other kinds of,
I think as Egyptians, we love being social, we love going to events, and we love eating. So a big part of marketing in winter as well is with the holidays, with New Year's, with that kind of festive feel, but more so indoors and more so family oriented is kind of the trajectory that people go.
Yes. Yes. So also, how long did you spend in the field of marketing?
So I've been in marketing out of university for 6 years now. And even in university, I started in my second year to intern and practice marketing. So I believe now it's almost 9 years in the field of marketing.
Yes, that's very good.
Yeah, which it changes so quickly. So you have to always keep up to date with it.
Yes. So as you've just mentioned, keeping up to date. So concerning the digital marketing, tell me about this, please.
Absolutely. Oh my God. The space of digital marketing changes every single day.
Yes.
There's always new things, whether it's artificial intelligence or social media or influencers. There's always more to keep up with. And even social media marketing itself 3 years ago is not the same as it is today. So I'm very excited to see where it goes. But you have to always be online and tracking and reading and staying informed and meeting with your peers and seeing what other people are doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Also, what do you do in order to cope with the latest in the field of digital marketing?
Well, it's like when the internet first began, people
Yes.
were saying, oh, this won't last, or oh, you know, it's going to take our jobs or something like that. You just have to take the innovations and
Yes.
take the new things that are coming in and adapt them. Become an early adapter and really take your opportunity when something new comes like AI or new expansions in social media. You have to take the opportunity and jump on it and be one of the
Yes.
first people to do it.
Yes, we can see that Egypt now is looking forward for digitalizing all the government and the offices.
Yeah, I
So-
think that's amazing.
Yes.
Really incredible.
Especially as the government, all the ministries is going to be transferred to the new administrative capital.
Oh
Yes.
yes, it's wonderful what Egypt is doing. It's
Yeah.
really going to put us ahead in ways that we cannot imagine. I think it's well overdue, but I'm very, very excited to see what comes with it.
Yes, so we are going to have a short break and I'm going to be back with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelt as we are now landing in Cairo International Airport.
مصر الجميلة بتناديك وكل ايد ممدودة ليك ويا رب يبقى الجاي خير وأمان سحر الطبيعة هرم ونيل وسهر وليل غير أي ليل وعيون بتضحك ليك في كل مكان سحر وخيال أرض الجمال ما خطرش يوم عالبال سحر وخيال أرض الجمال ما خطرش يوم عالبال سحر وخيال أرض الجمال ما خطرش يوم عالبال بحر وسما سحر وخيال أرض الجمال
Welcome back. We are back with our interview with Aya El Sharif, marketing specialist. Aya, since we are in the feast time, tell me how you spent the feast in Egypt and how did you spend it in the United States?
Oh man,
It's completely different. Of
It's
course.
very different,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. Here in Egypt, I spend a lot of time with my family, you know, depending on the time. This Eid will probably go to the coast, probably to the north coast, spend
Yeah.
some time on the beach, enjoy
Yeah.
the sun. But in the United States, you don't get that at all. I had family in the United States at the
Yes.
time, but it's very dry. You don't get the Eid feeling
Yes.
that you do in Egypt. In Egypt, everyone is so warm and welcoming. You see the decorations everywhere. You hear the music, the call to prayer. It's
Yes,
very
people are
heartwarming.
celebrating, in very special way.
Yes, and I love seeing all the decoration and
Yes.
everything. In the United States, it's we do go in the morning and spend some time with the family, but it doesn't meet the same
Yes.
vibes and expectations.
Not the same vibes, yes, that's
Yes.
true. So is it because the States is a foreign country?
Yes,
Because many
absolutely.
people, even when they spend the Eid in an Arab country, they still say that Egypt is very special during the feast.
Of course, yes. I lived even in the United Arab Emirates for a while, and
Yes.
both the United States and the United Arab Emirates do not compare to Egypt in the family feeling and the celebratory feeling. And you just, it's foreign, and so it feels very cold. Whereas in Egypt, you just feel so warm
But
in
the
the
United Arab
holidays.
Emirates is an Arab country.
Yes,
Yes.
but it's filled with foreigners, and even other Arab countries
it's
are
a
not
cosmopolitan, yes,
exactly.
yeah.
Other Arab countries are not known to celebrate Eid as much as Egypt. We're one of the very
Yes.
few countries who have a big celebration around Ramadan,
Yeah.
who have a big celebration around both Eids.
Yes.
So we're definitely.
How do you
well known for
spend
that.
the Eid in Egypt in general? What are your memories during the feast?
My favorite childhood memories are spent in Sahel on the north coast with
Yes.
my family and my grandparents, you know, eating frisca from the beach.
Yes.
And enjoying the sun and just, you know, not thinking about work or school or anything. Just listening to the Eid music and sitting
So
with family.
you have a vacation during the feast, or you work during the feast? Because some
Well,
people
yeah.
work during the feast.
Well, being in digital marketing, you know,
Yes.
the holidays, you are the peak season for
Yes,
digital
that's
marketing.
what I was. Yes, that's
Yes,
I wanted
so
to say.
we try our best to prepare in advance so that today and, you know, over the next couple of days in Eid celebration, we
Yes.
can relax and not have to be online or as active on our social media platforms for our
Yes.
clients.
Yes, that's true. Yes, actually, Egypt is very special during the feast time and the days of the feast. People also help others, and there are volunteer work that is taking place here in Egypt. Egyptians provide others, provide the poor people with all things that could help them and make them happy during the feast. What would you say about this? We provide the poor people with clothes, with money, with food.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about this, please.
I think that's a big part of what makes Egypt so special in Eid, and just in general what makes Egypt so special. We're always very community oriented. We're very focused on how we can help others. You know, I grew up watching my family doing the same thing, and I now with my friends, we encourage each other to go volunteer and give back to the community, donate clothing or food or our time to support in the community any way we can. So I think it's a very, very important part of Eid here in Egypt.
Yes, and away from Eid, the volunteer work that is taking place in Egypt in several places and seasons, and especially in initiatives that is launched by the president. There are several initiatives that has been launched, and we see that a number of youth are participating as volunteers during this initiative. Like, for example, the Decent Life is full of volunteers from the youth. Also, when Egypt have organized the COP27 climate change conference in Sharm el-Sheikh, we saw a large number of youth participating, volunteering. What
Yeah.
would you say about this?
I think, you know, over the years, I've witnessed the change in my generation with more volunteer work being available, with more conferences and programs. There's been a sense of really feeling passion towards the country, towards community, towards helping. So I think both these programs are helping Egyptians feel more connected with their community, and also as a generation we're starting to really see the value of giving back and creating a better future for all of us in the country. You know, I think it's very amazing what's happening, and I hope to see a lot more of it.
Yes, yes. So we are going to have a short break, and we are going to be with you again.
مش على مصر خافوا عاللي جاليها واللي عادوا مصر شافوا شر من يعديها أصل ناسها ولاد حلال مصر على رأي اللي قال ربنا اللي حميها وتمشى تعشى وخد مركب واسهر عالنيل عمرك ما تحس هنا بغربة مع شعب أصيل وأمانة مفيش أأمن منها لانصاص الليل اتمشى تعشى وخد مركب واسهر عالنيل عمرك ما تحس هنا بغربة مع شعب أصيل وأمانة مفيش أأمن منها لانصاص الليل هنا أهل شهامة والجدعان ياما ما تعدش في الناس الحلوة ناس يسيبوا علامة تحيا مصر وجيشها لو تغيب توحشها وبيوحش حبايبها اللمة مصر دنيا تعيشها مصر دنيا تعيشها اتمشى تعشى وخد مركب واسهر عالنيل عمرك ما تحس هنا بغربة مع شعب أصيل وأمانة مفيش أأمن منها لانصاص الليل
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back. We are back with our guest, Aya Sharif, marketing specialist. So, Aya, now we are going to watch the photos, the pictures, and we would like that you comment on them about your memories.
Of course, I'd
yes.
be happy to.
Yes. Where was this?
This I was doing coverage for one of my clients
Yes.
in Bahrain. Actually, it was an event it was my first time ever traveling for work in my own
Yes.
company, and we were in Bahrain shooting, and I had my little phone stabilizer shooting content. This has a great story, actually. It's the community that I'm a part of. We're doing a feature for International Women's Day, and they were
Where was this?
highlighting female founders.
Where was this?
This was in the green.
Yes, yes. Okay. I
This
mean, in
was-
Egypt, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
this was in
okay.
Egypt. Okay, and then here this was in this was in a summit that I was at in El Gouna,
Yes.
and it was a summit for entrepreneurs and business owners, as well as people who are aspiring to be business
Yes.
owners. And there was a panel, so we were all encouraged in the audience to ask questions. There were leaders from all over the Middle East,
Yes.
and I think it's amazing to have these things available to us in Egypt. And here, this was me working at one of the big conferences that happen in real estate, and this was me with my clients. We were looking over content and agreeing on different things for social media purposes, but it was also one of the first big events that I ever went to in Egypt.
Yes, so very nice memories. So you were participating in a conference for entrepreneurs?
Yes.
Yes. So concerning this field, the state have provided help and support with all facilities, providing all facilities for small and medium and enterprises. So tell us about this, please.
Yeah, it's incredible what's happening. You know, I, as you know, lived abroad, and I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur and start a business, but they make it very difficult outside of and so it was, you know, part of me wanted to come back and help the country I'm with and be a part of the community here.
So they have special laws and restrictions abroad. Not
yes,
like in Egypt.
Yes, in Egypt
So it's good
made
that,
it much
that
easier.
Egypt is providing really facilitations, yes, for
Exactly.
the youth.
It was a big part of the reason why I came back to Egypt
Yes.
because they've allowed so many entrepreneurs to flourish and create something big from having nothing to start with. You don't need a lot of money to start a business. You don't need a lot of connections. You just need the drive, and Egypt is very supportive. All the people I've met along the way have been very
Yes.
supportive.
Yes, yes.
So the ecosystem is
Yes,
great.
what are the ages that the state are providing help to? Youth from 18 years old until 30 or...
Yeah, I mean, there's different ways that they're offering support. So there's support generally for anyone who has a startup, which it does not matter what age you're at. But there's also a lot of things for 18 to maybe like 30, 35 range, which has been amazing, and especially even just events and ways for us to assemble like the World Youth Forum and other events and communities that are being built in the area.
Yes, also the state is providing support by providing the budget and the bank loans for the youth. How do you see this? To start their business?
Oh, that's
Yes.
it's interesting. No, that's fascinating news. I think we need that because that's what's going to drive change in Egypt. You know, the youth really drive the future of Egypt, and investing in youth is investing in the future of the company. So, sorry, the country.
Yes,
future
of
the
course,
country.
because 60% of the population in Egypt are youth.
Yes, absolutely. And so we are like tomorrow's Egypt.
The future,
and I
of
think
course.
The future. So I think there's a lot of amazing things we're going to see coming up in the next few years. And we're already seeing this change. We're already seeing amazing improvements in agriculture and in health and in many different areas.
Yes, that's true. How do you see the future of the social media marketing in Egypt?
Media and social media Egypt is one of the biggest markets in the world for this.
Yes.
So
Why do you say this?
Well, so interestingly enough, we were one of the first countries to become Facebook oriented,
Yes.
to become social media oriented. And so I think from a long time ago, we've enjoyed the social aspect as a country.
Yes.
We have that
It
in
goes
our
back to the
culture.
character of the
Exactly,
Egyptians.
and we
Yes.
always want to
Yes.
stay in touch, stay updated, know what's happening in other people's life. And then from there, we've also had, even before social media, a huge advertising category.
Yes.
You know, TV ads, magazine ads, and many other things. So
Yes.
now social media has become a huge, massive market with many companies focusing on just that. But I see it only expanding in the future.
Yes. I thank you very much. Happy Eid to you and to your
Happy Eid.
family. Thank you very much, Aya Sharif, marketing specialist. Thank you very much for being with us in this special event or special occasion, the feast, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and Eid Mubarak.
Thank you. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of Today's Youth. Happy Eid to you and to your family. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.